Should we take a look at the quarterback here, Hoge?
Yeah, franchise focus time.
Put up the damn numbers and just Bears fans just feel a little bit better about this because it's been horrible. He had 24 completions the last 3 games. He had 23 today, as you see it. 23 of 31, 231 yards, sacked 3 times, 2 of them late. Rushed for 70 yards.
Yeah.
The feet, guys, I mean, there was a lot of good there.
My biggest takeaway, and it's something we touched on, is the internal clock. Him being able to get the ball out quickly or tuck it and go. And he is sneaky fast. I don't think people give him enough credit for his feet. He really carried the Bears through some of those, second and long, third and long situations to be able to get first downs or close to first downs, so extended plays. Accuracy was a lot better. Him and the receivers seemed on the same page. I think this is the mark of Thomas Brown really taking over and righting the ship offensively. So that's the one silver lining, is your quarterback looked very comfortable, even when he was under duress. Him and the receivers, DJ Moore, we talked about his body language and not being on the same page. It seemed like he was all in some of those plays they had designed for him. So Thomas Brown did a great job of getting the best out of his rookie quarterback and finally getting him confident for the first time since that Jacksonville game, so over a month. So I thought he played well, Caleb, and he led them to what we thought was a game-winning drive.
He did. I mean, he did. I still can't help but think about some of the missed opportunities, though, in this game. There was settling for a field goal in the third quarter to go up 13-7 instead of 17-7. Like, that felt like a big moment.
They went for it on a 4th down on that drive.
That's what I mean. Like, and Caleb wanted to go for it. You heard him on the broadcast, like,
said,
say,
let's
go.
go.
And it got it. And then it looked like there was some type of, I don't know if it was second or third down, I forget, but Carm pointed out on the screen, it kind of looked like Caleb reacted like he might have screwed something up on the check that was made. That felt like a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Remember when Tom Brady said that they missed an 88-yard touchdown? Ball was just a little bit too far out in front of him. And the 2-point conversion, too. I can't wait to hear from Cole Kmet this week, because to me, that looked like somewhat of an option route where if the defender is going to stack on top of you, you go to the front pylon, which is what Cole did. If you get by him, you go to the back pylon. So he did get stacked, so Cole went to the front and Caleb threw it to the back. So obviously a miscommunication there. And it's just like, I'm not saying any of that to like be like, oh, Caleb played great today. And no quarterback, no matter who they are, is going to have a perfect game. That's not the point. It's just like in games like this, you kind of do have to play perfect. Like when you know something's going to go wrong if it comes down to what it did, like you have to make sure you don't get to that point. So I thought like going up 17-7 in the third would have been huge. Getting up 2 possessions, and they weren't able to do that. And then the miss to Roma Dunze that could have been an 88-yard touchdown, like Tom Brady said, like that would have been another opportunity to go up 2 scores. And then I might have been the only one that thought this, but with the way that they are moving the ball, the way Thomas Brown was calling plays on 4th down, they were converting. I had confidence in them doing so. So at 4:27, when they're around midfield and it's 4th and 3, I think someone called out, anybody want to go for this? I was like, I do. I do, because I had zero faith at that time. And I'm not going to lie, part of it, getting back to how I opened the show, is just going back to how I know this is, like you have to be ultra aggressive in those situations. I did not have faith in the defense there to stop them from going all the way down the field. And sure enough, 60-yard bomb from insert Packers quarterback to insert Packers wide receiver. Yeah. That's what happens. Don't give them the ball. So 4th and 3, I wanted them to go for, and I admit that probably was not the right decision. I was probably in the minority of that, but it just felt like context of the rivalry, context of the game, sort of a gut decision, but also feeling what your players are doing. They are converting these. Be aggressive. Go for it. He didn't.
Yeah, I think obviously that play to Watson, that was a big one. But the biggest play of that drive was not getting contained on Jordan Love, for him scrambling to what you thought was a touchdown. Then the next play, they review it. They're on the 1 yard line, the sneak. So I think that play was huge, almost bigger than the Watson play, just not keeping him in the pocket, because I think they could have held him to a field goal in that situation.
I mean, look, the team was built at the end of the day around the defense with a young quarterback coming in here. You're up 19-14. Jalen Johnson is one of the best cornerbacks in the game. He's on Christian Watson. It's just I get it. Things happen. Getting yourself cut up in his feet was unfortunate. But that's just – that play can't happen. I mean, where it's like it ain't Chris Conte, but it's in the general – vicinity. You just handed him the field. One time get off the field. Jordan Love played well. He ain't Aaron Rodgers. He ain't Brett Favre. Good quarterback. I'm not taking anything away from him, but like that was just way too easy. So I mean, I get the Flus pointing out at the end of the game is very fair. It is fair. I'm not fighting it, but man, you were in position to win this game on a lot of levels, and it just didn't happen.
It's hard with the way it ended, but I getting back to our franchise focus here. What I said before the game, we always start our pregame shows. By the way, check them out hour before every game for all the teams we cover here at CHGO. We always have pregame shows. We start our Bears ones every week with what matters most. And I did say what matters most is that Thomas Brown, Caleb Williams have success today. And you get that thing back on track. So as tough as this is, and as mad as I obviously am that they managed to throw away another Packers game, Caleb did his job. Thomas Brown did his job. Thomas Brown honestly checked a million boxes for me. Things I've been screaming about for weeks. Things that made sense. Condensed formations. Motions. They motioned more than they had all season. Easier completions. Getting the ball. Letting Caleb really, truly play point guard. Getting the ball into using DJ Moore the way they need to use DJ Moore. Just get him the freaking ball. Let him do his thing in space. He looked calm. Every time they showed Thomas Brown up in the box, he just looked calm. He looked like he had a plan. And the reason why I still got to some of the missed opportunities is because, look, at the end of the day, they only scored 19 points. Like they went off today. But Caleb did everything he possibly could. Presented with 3rd and 19 to somehow get a first down, to get in the field goal range. That was remarkable. That was awesome. That matters a lot, and hopefully that carries over. But just it would have carried over a lot more if they somehow won that game.
There was finally balance in this offense. You look at it, 34 rushing attempts, the 31 passes. Roshan, they finally got him at least 10 touches. You look at the playmakers, Rome, DJ, Cole, Keenan, all got multiple targets and catches. So he facilitated the rock. Waldron didn't seem to have that balance in the offense. So there's a lot of positives. Obviously, you got to win the game, but the quarterback, I think he improved this week, and that's the biggest thing you want to see from him.